Good morning. Myself Dr. Ritesh Kumar Saraswat, Assistant Professor in EC Department of MLV Textile and Engineering College, Bhilwara, Rajasthan. Today we will discuss about the different types of digital modulation techniques. Modulation basically defined as a process by which some characteristics of a carrier signal is changed in accordance with a modulating signal. Modulating signal is nothing but the information signal, and carrier signal is a high frequency signal whose characteristics such as amplitude, phase or frequency is varied in accordance with a modulating signal. If the modulating signal is a digital signal, then modulation is known as the digital modulation. Basically, there are the three basic modulation techniques are available for transmission of digital data. If amplitude or phase or frequency of carrier signal is varied in accordance with the digital modulation signal, then we obtain amplitude shift keying or phase shift keying or frequency shift keying respectively. So basically there are the three types of shift keying. First one is the amplitude shift keying, another one is the phase shift keying, and the third one is the frequency shift keying. So today we will discuss about the amplitude shift keying. Okay. So as seen this one PPT, the first one waveform is the unmodulated carrier signal. It is a continuous signal, carrier signal. Second one, B part, is the unipolar bit sequence with duration of the TB, and the sequence is the 10110 Okay, as according to the unipolar bit sequence, the carrier's waveform or the carrier signal is generated as according to the shown in the figure C, that is known as the amplitude shift keying waveform. It is observable is that when the bit sequence is 1, the output will be present, and when the bit sequence is 0, output will be 0. Okay, so when the first one bit is 1 is present, that will the output carrier signal, continuous carrier signal will be present, and when the next bit is 0, where the carrier signal will be 0. So that the form of the amplitude shift keying, where that means the amplitude of the carrier signal is present. The expression wise analysis of the ASK. So the first one expression S of t equals to a cos the bit sequence is 0, that is the carrier unmodulated carrier signal present. Amplitude is A, capital A, and the frequency is FC. A is the peak value of sinusoidal carrier signal, FC is the carrier frequency. For a standard 1 ohm resistor, the power dissipated can be given as P equals to A square by 2. So the amplitude A equals to under root 2P. Hence the above equation may be represented as S of t equals to under root 2P cos 2 pi FC t. So as in the previous expression where the S of t equals to under root 2P cos 2 pi FCT, that represent when the bit sequence is 1, that S of t is present, and when the bit sequence bit is 0, then S of t will be 0. So next PPT will represent the amplitude shift key generation, ASK generation, where using the block is a product modulator that provide the product of the two inputs. One input is binary wave in unipolar form, another is the carrier signal. Okay, when both are given to the product modulator, that is provide the output of the binary ASK waveform. Okay, as analyzed with the previous PPTs, where the binary waveform is represented is the 1010111, and the carrier signal is represented as a continuous carrier unmodulated carrier signal. Then both are given to the product modulator that will given the output when the bit is 1, the carrier signal will be present, and when the bit is 0, then the output of the product modulator will be 0. So ultimately the binary ASK waveform is represent Just like a switch, when the 1 is on condition, 0 is the off condition. When bit is 1 is present, that means output is a unmodulated carrier signal. Okay. When the bit is 0, then the output of the product modulator will be 0. That means the unmodulated carrier signal will be absent. Next one, PPT represent the ASK detection. The demodulation of ASK signal can be done with the help of coherent detector, as represented in this one diagram. It consists of a product modulator, same product modulator where we are using in case of ASK generation, which is followed by an integrator and decision making device. The local carrier generated by a local oscillator and the incoming ASK signal are applied to the product modulator. The output of product modulator goes to the input of integrator. The integrator perform a low pass filtering action. The integrator operate on output of product modulator to successive bit interval and thus perform a low pass filter action. The output of integrator goes to input of a decision making device. The decision making device compare the output of integrator with respect to with a present threshold values. When the input of decisioning device exceed threshold, it represent a symbol 1 or bit 1. Otherwise, it will represent a bit or symbol 0. The output of decisioning device is a original binary data sequence or known as the modulating sequence. So, in concluded form, the ASK waveform, same as in case of coherent detection, same is applied again the product modulator, again using the same unmodulated carrier signal. Finally, the product of these two signals are given to the integrator. Integrator basically working as a low pass filter. The output of this integrator is given to the decisioning device. Decisioning device will compare the incoming signal with the threshold level. If the incoming signal is greater than the threshold level, it will represent the 1. If the incoming signal is below the threshold level, it represents the symbol or bit 0.